Hi everyone, happy Thursday! Gormanto Orange Cat calls her Small Shenlong! Happy Thursday. I hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday. Nobody saw my previous stream title. Nobody did. It did not exist. Don't even worry about it, okay? I thought I had everything ready for stream and I guess I did not, so there's that. I was gonna stream more SMT1 today, but alas, my emulator broke. It just wouldn't open. So I'm gonna just play some Mahjong, I suppose. I've nothing else. But yes, I hope you've all had a good Thursday. For me, it was a rainy, or I guess is a rainy Thursday. Which is strange for this time of year, but it's fine. Alright, I will open the stuff and things. You're exhausted, yeah? Long day? Well, I hope you get the rest you need to continue on to the last day of the week. Because we are so close. We are almost there. Oh man. I can smell it. Sniff, sniff. I can smell it. Yes. All right. Okay, I gotta do. I'm trying to think of what order to do everything in. You know, the Dandori issues. Dandori issues. Alright, and I'll move you back there and ooh, I don't know what that was. Why hasn't Noshi streamed at all? She's been exhausted this week as well. Yeah. That is why she's had a she just needs all the time she can to relax, that's all. She's doing fine though. She's alive. Where's my dang right, it's gonna be right here. I was looking in the wrong spot. You'd think I know what I'm doing by now, but she's burnt out? Kinda, sort of. Kind of. I don't know. I don't want to speak for her or anything. Over/under for soarer wins 3.5. Yeah. I wonder if your prediction will be accurate today. Still can't believe you're betting on me. Oh yes, they released a new anime lady. You think I'm gonna call 6.5 or what's the betting odds? Friends? Real? Sure. I don't know these people. They just want to add me to their friends list and I'm like, sure thing, dude. Oh yeah, bro. The new outfits? Use the same ones as before? I think so. Who needs the anime lady when you have burgers? So true. You're right. You're actually right. I've already made it as a human because I got Hungry Burger. Oh. I guess it is pretty bold to assume you're right. Alright, do I want to play 4-3? I'll play 4. Let's play normal old 4-player today. Yes? But yeah, for Noshi, I don't want to speak for her or anything, but yeah, she's taking it easy this week and she'll be back soon, probably. Yes. Man, I also, but Yoshi is here. That's true. Small Shenlong. Small Shenlong. That's correct. Yes. Do I still have the small Shenlong for the middle? Yeah. Perfect. Also, why is my thing taking like forever to load? It's taking 50 years, bro. Okay. Yoshi is literally the Noshi at home. Yeah. Also, a song in my previous stream got the VOD muted, which is weird because all I played was video game music. So, rip to whoever plays that game, I guess, on Twitch. Yeah. It was only like a tiny... Again, it was only one song length, but like, have you had a weird dream recently? Yeah, I've had some fairly strange dreams. I know this song. Whatever. Anyway. My dreams are normally really vivid, and so I get really disoriented when I wake up. And lately, I guess I've been having more of those, you know? And a lot of the times, my dreams, I'm never my current self in my dreams. I'm always myself from, like, 7 years ago. And so, specifically last night was one where I was myself 7 years ago, and it was very strange. What a random question. You know, honestly, I try to forget my dreams when I wake up, because again, they disorient me so much, but I mean, now I'm remembering what I dreamt about last night. Or at least, kind of. I don't remember exactly, but what I do remember is that, yeah, I was myself from 7 years ago. Guys, I think Sora is actually the protagonist. The protagonist of what? You think I'm the protag? You think so? It's only random if it's randomly specific. Well, I mean, I guess I'm fine with, like, you know, questions out of the blue or whatever, you know. You know, people have different dreams and they're often very strange, which is fine. I don't want to call Richie for this. That's poopy. Because I don't need to, you know? Earth? I'm the protagonist of Earth. You think so? I don't know if that's good or bad, but thank you. You have messed up dreams too, yeah? Some of mine are, like, particularly messed up, and I wake up and I'm more confused than anything. And I especially then want to forget the dreams. Out of blue, how does Sora feel about color blue? I like blue. Blue's a good one. Oh man, this gives me an even better weight. Thanks, dude. That's good, man. You have plot armor. If only I could have plot armor. I feel like... I've always felt like a side character. Because... I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I've pretty much always, like, lived in my brother's shadow. Because he's older than me, and so he'd get more attention from, like, family, friends kind of thing. Like, whenever we'd go anywhere, people would talk to him and not to me. Because, like, I'm the little sister. Like, what would I have to say? Nothing? So... yeah. So I've always thought of myself as more of a side character, not a main character, but maybe there's a first for everything. You're the Frodo, everyone else is Samwise. Maybe I am a Frodo. Ow. Maybe I am a Frodo. Maybe. Finally, streak bonus. Why such delay, Twitch? Twitch is having issues. Twitch has big issues. Oh, man. It's got big problems, it seems, but oh well. I mean, it works. It's clearly a functioning website. But also I myself am scuffed, so there's that. Not much is going on in this game. There's like a baby Ron over here. There's Ron for babies. That was kind of crazy. By crazy, I mean kind of whatever. That's fine. Yeah? I can't- Can you guys believe it's already February? I can't. I legit can't believe it's February. Like, I talk about this all the time, but like the passage of time is too quick. It's too fast. It's legit too fast. Like I can't keep up with it. Yeah, like I feel like I have to, you know, take time to recover. That's what I do on my weekends is like take time to catch up, you know, like to recover from whatever this is. In my head, the queen just died. Did she not just die? Did she not like just die? Oh no. How long ago was it actually? Or maybe I don't want to know how long ago it actually was. I don't even know anymore. September of 22. No. No, she did not. She died last year in 23, didn't she? Oh no. Well, at least these are safe. Oh man. Nar. Oh, nar. Come on, England. She screwed up Premier League matches for that season. Does she affect sports? I'm gonna blink and have grandchildren. I feel like I'm gonna blink and like I'm gonna be like in some other country and whatever. Like, I don't know where I'll be in any given amount of time. Like my life in particular is very unpredictable and going by very fast, and I don't know how to feel. I remember it being fall of 22 because of all the makeup matches in spring 2023. Ohio! Oh my goodness, it's been forever. How have you been doing? Happy Thursday! Happy Thursday, Ohio! Oh yeah, because would they have had to cancel all those matches for like the ceremonies and stuff? Yeah. 10 days for mourning. Yeah. You're gonna blink and be the greatest VTuber to ever live. Maybe I'll be kind of medium-sized one day, maybe, you know? I don't know how long that'll be, but I guess my streaming journey has made things feel a little slower, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm doing good, started my new job recently and I've been exhausted, but not too bad. Awesome! I hope your new job is good. I hope it's been treating you well, even though you're exhausted, but I mean, today, you know, I'm exhausted from today too. Some days just do that to you. Hi, why did I struggle to say your name? Good gracious. Hi, Strider. Happy Thursday. Nice weight. That rules. Maybe you'll find yourself living in a shotgun shack. Maybe. Who knows? Shenlong, my beloved small Shenlong. If he's like pretty much the stream mascot by now. Sorry, Aglio. Even though Aglio is like my little car, small Shenlong is kind of like a celebrity. You live on Shotgun Seat. Yes. Yeah, that's where I keep you. I've seen somewhere that if you consistently do new things in life, it slows down a lot. That sounds about right. Like when I was on vacation, stuff slowed down a lot because like I was in places that I don't go a lot and I was doing things I don't normally do anymore, and it was, I don't know, it was very different, so that did help. Or in a beautiful house with a beautiful, and then you ask yourself, how did I get here? This is not my beautiful house. Oh, these are Dora. I see. P3R is out in 4 hours of 5 AM. Yes. Oh yeah, it is. Also, because I didn't get to stream SMT1 today, I'll probably stream tomorrow with P3R. Because I wanted to— the joke was that P3R at home is SMT1, but my emulator would not open. I mean, my real PS1 that I'm playing it on would not work. The truth is, small Shenlong, big fad, Aglio is forever. I think small Shenlong is also forever in my heart. I don't think small Shenlong could ever leave. You're gonna blink and finally be married to small Shenlong. I'm not marrying small Shenlong. No. No, that's not happening. That was almost a very unfortunate misspeak. For some reason at the beginning of streams, I can barely talk. Like, I can't pronounce things. I think it's because I'm looking at a ton of words constantly and they just don't make sense and they're like mashing together. You know when you're like thinking of a word and saying another word and they mishmash together? It's like that. I thought you would get the reference after Shotgun Shack. I completely forgot about that part of the song. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Oh no. Okay, I thought that was gonna be much worse. That's good. Oof. 6, 7, 7. I always find 5s really dangerous because they're the in-between. There's a lot you can do with them, but that song is top 10 songs of all time. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. You ever look in chat and think, who the heck is Soarer? All the time. Who is Soarer, dude? I don't even know who that is. Who would name themselves that? What kind of a name is Soarer? Nice. Nice. Sad I had to get rid of one of my 8s though. I kind of liked them. They were kind of nice, but they didn't do much for me. They weren't Dora or anything, but you know. Why is... okay. I'm trying to think if anything has happened since last stream. Not much at all. A whole lot of nothing has happened. Just normal life things and being very exhausted after I come home. Oh man. Oh no. Okay. I get scared whenever there's a little pause of any sort. Where's the other 6? I wonder. No! It won't hurt too bad. Oh well. At least I'm not in last. That's what matters, I guess. Ha 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 ha. Cool start. I'm so close to Adept 2. Finally getting out of this pit I dug for myself however long ago. Oh, 10 wheat? I get 10 wheat? Hi Fox, thanks for lurking. Happy Thursday. Flamer Prince of Persia? Awesome, enjoy! Great start for underbetters. I wonder if, like, is that like a gimmick? Like a possible stream gimmick? Like, encouraging my viewers to bet on me real hard? Even though, I guess that's what, like, chat predictions are for, right? Like, for betting? Like, betting channel points, but, like, it's a lot of work to set up. It's huge in esports. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Like, whenever I go to locals and, like, even, like, tourneys at all, like, we're constantly side betting and money matches constantly, always. And it's very fun. Like, being able to walk up to your friend and tell them, like, you made me lose $5 is, you know, it's wonderful. Or you won me $5. This is usually very mundane amounts, like $5. Although there's one particular money match that was much more than $5, but that's a whole story in itself. Deep locals lore. That's when you say thanks for the $5 bozo. Yeah, there you go. Do you have any tips for getting into Mahjong? Yeah, I'd say start on pretty much any sort of like client with a tutorial. Or even without a tutorial. Like any sort of online client that you can just hop on and play. Like, I recommend this one, Mahjong Soul, quite a bit because it does have a tutorial, and the tutorial is good. And it's easy to just jump in and play a game. There's also Final Fantasy XIV, but the tutorial in that one I've heard is bad. I actually learned how to play Mahjong from a YouTube video, and so there's good videos on how to play. But yeah, I'd say something like either, again, like play on, there's also Ricci City. I don't know about the Ricci City tutorial though, but it's another kind of sort of thing like this with like, you know, characters you can get, cosmetics kind of client. But I play Mahjong Soul because I've been playing it for however long it's been around, basically. Like, yeah. So yeah, that's how I'd recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, it's great. Mahjong rules. The episode of My Name is Earl where Earl bets against his brother's football team. Yeah, exactly. Learn Mahjong, I'll see you in 3 years. It doesn't take that long to learn. Thank you for trading sewage, AG. Bottoms up. And happy Thursday, Finley! Happy Thursday! Friday. It's Friday for you, right? Happy Friday! Yes. I'm, as you can see, I'm totally assembling Exodia right now. That's totally my strategy. Sorry, I saw you got a Hungry Burger. Thank you! Thank you! Yes, I did. I finally got a Hungry Burger last night. Unfortunately, it was after you left, which sucks because you were pushing me the hardest to get the burger, and I did get the burger. That happened, so... But, you know, of course not just AG was encouraging me to get the burger, all of you were encouraging me for the burger, so thank you all for, you know, for all your encouragement and support. It means a lot. I need to learn Mahjong still for FF14. Yeah. I don't know if I can find the video I used to learn from. But you could also, again, play Mahjong Soul. It's free. Mahjong Soul is free, by the way. And it has a tutorial. And from what I remember, it is good. It is a good tutorial. You caught the VOD. Awesome. Again, sorry for that, like, muted, like, 3 minutes in the middle. I don't know what song muted the VOD, because I was playing only video game music, which I always do, except for during my, like, intro. I don't, so. Who's this? I've never seen this character. Is this a new character? I've never seen this. Burger deserver. I'm glad you think I deserve a burger arc. That's my burger arc. That was my burger arc. Yeah. My hungry and my burger arc. I played through the whole Yakuza series, so I own like 10 Mahjong games. Heck yeah. You actually bothered to learn Mahjong for Yakuza. That's awesome. I know a lot of people who just like cheese it or like kind of do their best to, you know, shimmy around it. It's real. Yeah, that's based. Have you heard about the absurd amount of things you can bet on for the Super Bowl? No. No, I haven't. I think I was there for the section that was muted. I think I missed like the last 45-ish minutes. Okay. Yeah, I remember you leaving fairly late through. Like, it was not long before I actually got the burger. They drained everybody's life points. Yeah, it was crazy. They hit everybody with that. You didn't? Hey, that's okay. It is complex. Mahjong is not exactly simple. It's just something that like eventually will click in your head and you'll be like, oh, this is simple. But definitely first learning it is hard. I just didn't do the sub-stories that wanted me to do Mahjong. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of people do, is they skip all that. But I mean, Mahjong is fun. It is genuinely fun. That's why I stream it all the time. Like, clearly there's a reason I'm streaming it now. Like, it was my first thought after I couldn't get SMT1 to run, you know? There's a reason for that. Oh no. Hand him over. Pawn. I don't like calling stuff. For some reason, I just don't call anything. Just all of my hands, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna keep it closed. What the heck? Stop. Stop calling my stuff. I just said I don't call stuff. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's gonna go crazy. Oh, 3R are nice. Some of my faves: National Anthem length, color worn by National Anthem performer. Will female performer show cleavage? Number of times Taylor Swift will be shown in her box seat. What song will Usher open with? That's amazing. Oh, I love all that specific stuff. That just makes it funnier. Also, especially if you're Canadian and you don't get like any of the, you know, funny commercials, because they block them here, kind of thing. They replace them. So you need to, you know, find entertainment in something. Fumo? Sumo, not Fumo. Yeah, sorry, I was watching someone stream Liza P for the first time. At some point I looked over at my phone, which I was lurking on, and seeing I was like, no, it's all good. You can watch whoever you like. It's all good. I'm not gonna be like, you must stay at my stream, you will never leave. Like, that's not something I'm, no. Sumo? No, not sumo. Sumo. T-S. Umo. The game is rigged. I'm going big on Chiefs to win, and Travis Kelce? Anytime touchdown. I believe you. I don't know enough about football to dispute this. Fake fan. Real sewer fans show up at every stream ever. Even the Mahjong one. I don't know what my least popular... I don't know what my least popular stream category has been. Like, what people don't like. Voices of the Void, probably, but it was so long ago, it's hard to say. He's Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Oh, yeah. All I knew was that she was dating a football player. All I knew. Travis Kimchi? Yeah, Travis Kimchi. Well, I did show up to it, though. Yeah. I like Voices of the Void. Me too. I also like Voices of the Void. Honestly, I've been meaning to check for another update, because I feel like the game's updated since I last streamed it, so... Granted, you've had like 4 total stream categories. Yeah, I haven't streamed a ton of different categories, because... whatever. Like... I just like chilling, you know? I just like, hanging out and playing things that I like, and a lot of new games that are like super popular and people are playing I don't really like, and or I have no interest in them in general. So yeah, I personally miss Voices. It was great falling asleep to you playing it. Very peaceful and chill. I should absolutely stream more Voices of the Void. I absolutely should. 100%. I have to remember to check if there's been another update. That I must do, but fun is most important. I actually, you know, another thing that stopped me from streaming Voices of the Void is that it was relatively taxing on my computer, because I guess it is the heaviest power game that I've ever streamed out of anything, which is saying a lot. However, I do have a new GPU on the way, so that will be a great help. So that'll probably push me to play more Voices of the Void. Also, for some reason, I thought you were trying for a Hungry Burger card. Oh, I'm not sure why I thought that. Probably because I didn't know you could have pets. Yeah, well, I think I did mention that Hungry Burger is a card. Like, that's where Hungry Burger comes from. But also, there's like a pet. There's like you can get a pet burger that goes like, ow, ow. But yeah. So, you know, why in the world would I get a new GPU just to play more Mahjong, you know? When I could be playing Voices of the Void. Totally a high-intensity graphics game, even though it's absolutely not. It's not. It's just... It's kind of like a... It's like a demo beta game, so it's not completely optimized or anything, and that's really the thing about it. My GPU upgrade flopped. They sent me the wrong one, and now it's out of stock. No! That's awful. I'm so sorry. That's awful. GPU for Persona? Honestly, my current PC would be able to stream Persona just fine. I'm getting it so that I can stream in 1080p, 60 frames per second, without the stream hiccuping all the time. Because that's what I, like, whenever I did that, when I first, you know, whenever I have done that, whenever I've streamed in 1080p, 60, it has lagged a lot if I have too many windows open. It's really bad. Like, it's awful. Also, my my GPU is not the newest at all, and it's technically not even mine. That's a whole other story. So, and like, I want to do streaming more. Like, this is something I know I want to do. So I'm just gonna, you know, go for it and get this awesome GPU, and it better fit in my PC or else I'm gonna be mad. It should fit. It should fit. I have a fairly big case, but still. Mood. Yeah. 726 DP life at the moment. Oh man, I feel that. I feel that. I'm also 720 60 gang. Cause like, it wasn't really a big deal for me before because I wouldn't have my model at 60 FPS because, again, I didn't want to put too much strain on the stream. But you can notice when my model is not at 60 FPS. Like, it just does not look as good. Especially, well, like, everything just doesn't look as good. And especially my lip sync, namely my lip sync is bad at 30. Because it's so quick. So, you know, cranking that up to 60 FPS put more strain, and then I had to bring down the stream quality. Guys, we're in Soarer. Says, of course I like you guys. I'm so thankful you guys are here. Well, dang, thanks for the Dora. Small Shenlong work with laptop. Hey, you know what? Whatever gets the job done. Whatever gets that done. Mr. Shenlong. Streaming fun. My model's at 480, 60. Oh my goodness. Well, if you don't, your model isn't that big on the screen. So it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. As long as you're at 60, I feel like it's fine. But like, cool music change. But like, I can do this. This is what 1080 60 model gets you. Is it scary? Yeah, it's scary. Hold up. I'll get away from the, I'll move away. Just a second. Just a second. There we go. Back in a relatively normal. What do you mean I didn't have? Oh, I haven't dealt myself in. Oops. There we go. Hi Totoro, happy Thursday. I hope you've had a good Thursday. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Exactly, there you go. Yep, small works, yeah. I used to have my model really small on the screen, but then I saw like... Honestly, I was watching Noshi. Like always, I was watching Noshi and saw how big her model is on the screen, and I'm like, dang. You're right. Move over some more, a little more, I can still see you. Perfect. Ah, yes. But yeah, I think it was like, I was watching Noshi, and she has her model fairly big on the screen, and I kind of, asked her about it, like, you have your model fairly big. And she's like, well, yeah, like, it's so, like, nice, and I want to show it off. Like, why wouldn't I have it big? And I'm like, you're right. But also, I don't want to cover up too much of the game, and that's my thing. But also, I don't want to be, like, for ants. I don't want to be an ant-side model. It is a nice model, thank you. I cannot, like, express how blown away I was when I first saw Noshi's model. Again, it was, of course, I was at an arcade, it was my birthday last year, and, I was watching her debut on my phone, and holy crap, I was just like, whoa, it's a beautiful model. Sure, I'd want to show off more if I had more too. Do you only have your like head and shoulders? You don't have arms? You don't have legs? I mean, to be fair, I didn't have legs until like late last year, so. Speaking of showing off, does your model have shoes? It sure does. It sure does. Oh man, boots. I wear boots. Oh, dude. Crazy. We're going nuts. Beep, 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 beep. They have boots on. Come on now. I've got boots on. It's fine. It's totally fine, right? Everything's fine. It's fine! I could go for, like, full outside. Why don't I just go for full outside? Or maybe half outside. I have a full body, but black. Fair. Well, you don't wanna show off all of it? I mean, that's fair. You don't want to. That's just how it is. People like putting their models on screen differently. Like, if I'm playing something, I don't like having my hands showing because that's weird. Like, I'm playing the game, my hands are on the keyboard and mouse, you know. But yeah, I do see VTubers when they're playing something with their hands visible. I'm like, what? You're facing 3 at the same time. Oh yeah, I'm facing 3 Ichihimes. It's terrible. 3 Ponyas. I look at old VOD of Soarer. Why Soarer bear cat ears? Honestly, I just thought it was because, you know, like, oh, VTubers just have that. That was a point in time where, like, I didn't really know much about VTubers or VTubing in general, so I just kind of threw them on. They weren't real to begin with, of course. They're fake. I showed off plenty when I did the professional. Yeah? No controllers here? Nope. Yeah, like, my immersion ruined when, you know, streamers playing game and I can see their hands and the hands don't have a controller, you know? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I have seen quite a few VTubers who, you know, don't do that. Yeah, still no Yaku? Dang. I had to have kept the honor tile. This sucks. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, I'll get rid of one of these. Where are the 3s? Stop! Oh no, I have hiccups. Chi! Thank you for draining sewage family bottoms up. Perfect. I was saying your hands are on mouse and keyboard, so no controller inside. Yeah, true. You're right. Yep. Yeah, I got that mouse and keyboard Mahjong. Playing this with a controller would just be a pain. It would actually just be a hindrance. I don't know how the Yakuza players do it. You should do Yu-Gi-Oh! Smasher Pass. That could be very funny. That could be very funny. Maybe for like a special event or something. That's probably something I'd save for like a certain, you know, special event stream or something. You got this, thank you. Kunai with chain. Fun fact, every time a Canadian laughs, a baby dies. What? It's bad for me to laugh? I'm not allowed to laugh? What the heck? Chess piece smasher pass. Didn't someone do that? Didn't someone do a chess piece smasher pass? Or am I like gaslighting myself? Because weren't they saying the queen was kind of a baddie or something? The rook can cook. Oh, absolutely the rook can cook. That's one less baby. I like to think babies do not die every time I laugh, please. I like laughing and smiling and having fun. I don't doubt it. Just live, love for you. No laugh. Live, love, laugh prohibited. Yes. So true. Get rid of that. Don't worry, that baby was the Antichrist. Phew. That's a relief. I have to take a break from this new POP game. The parkour's starting to trigger me. Oh? What do you mean by trigger you? It's just frustrating? It's split second parkour. Oh, yeah. I see. You laugh, you lose stream. The stakes have never been higher. I have been wanting to do a you laugh, you lose. I have been. Yes. Yes, I've been meaning to do one. Now, the lose condition is difficult. I don't know what I will have to do for the lose. Like, if I lose, what do I have to do? You will go to super heaven when you die. It's like heaven, but with the fast pass. Yo! They have fast pass in heaven, bro? Well, of course they do. It's heaven. It's just for other Canadians, just not you. Phew. Oh, good. I was a little worried there. And the worst part is I know I can do it. Well, yeah, I think taking a break is the way to go. I think that'll help you, you know, get your energy back. You know? I don't know. I've found with a lot of games, like, if I'm stuck on one part, I just come back to it later and I'm nice with it again somehow. God is into high-tech stuff. She holds a lot of Bitcoin. Hi, Evil Blade. Happy Thursday. Why did I throw that out? That was dumb. Dishwalla was right. I played 5 hours in 3 days, dude. Yeah, I think you gotta take a break, dude. I think you gotta take a break. I hate to sound like your mother, but like maybe you gotta take a break. Maybe that's the tech. I don't think God is a crypto bro. No, absolutely not. No. Totally not addicted. Of course not. You can stop at any time. Oh no. I'm just gonna no. Okay. That's fine. Taking breaks is important. It took me 37 tries to beat Sans. Why did you count, though? Why are you counting? I'm just gonna toss that, yeah. Bing chilling? What? Happy Thursday, mommy. What? Maybe that's what you needed. Maybe you did need the scolding of mother to make you take a break from your video games. Imagine dying and you hear a voice telling you want to invest in Christ coin. He would never. He would never. Yo, this wait sucks. Let's go. We're so back. He counted for me. Oh, okay. That was really nice of him. Oh, this is massive. I've been addicted to Pokemon ROM hacks. Yeah, you mentioned you were playing one recently. How many have you gone through so far? Because it seems like you've been going through them pretty quick. Oh, we've still been in East 2? That's so funny. East 2. Eternal East 2. You can never leave. Satan wanted me to invest in Tesla stock. God made me buy Ethereum and something called rug pull coin. Yikes. You know what? Knowing everything I do about digital devils, demons absolutely would invest in some scam coin. They would. Because digital devils are totally real, as you know. EP time for me. I hope your ritual summon cat girl exhibit. I hope so too. Thanks for stopping by, Finley. Have a good night. Top girl got milked for all she's. What? Oh, her. Oh, her. Yeah. She got absolutely obliterated. Thank you for draining sewage, D-Shim. Bottoms up. And happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I don't want to open this either. Team Rocket one was fun and it has very deep lore and dark plot twist. Oh, awesome! Yeah, that was the last one you were playing, right? What's the one you're on now? You know, I thought I was gonna be in last after that for some reason because I called Ruchi, but no, she's like almost dead. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I might have to end up opening this because this is not happening. Called which one of them? Richi. I called Richi. I put my 1000 down that I'm gonna win. Where Ash goes to the Orange Islands. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open this. If I want to get them off dealer. Because we've been in East 2 for 50 years, it feels like. Yeah, I want that 2, 3, 4. Give me that. Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you for Ramses, Seraphima, and happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Oh, I thought that was the name of the characters, of which there are 3. Oh! No. No, Ichihime is the name of the cat. The cats. The 3 cats. All named Ichihime. But the Team Rocket one, it was so good. It's awesome. Heck yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, baby. Oh, this hand's gonna suck. Poopy open Tanyos, what this is gonna be. Unless someone flips some Dora for me, which, no, it's not gonna happen. Absolutely not. This is nice music. I sure hope it doesn't get my VOD muted. It's game music, it shouldn't, but then again, it keeps happening. Oh. Huge. Alright, they're not dead yet, I guess. It's kinda crazy. Crazy. And we're out of East 2. Nice. Good stuff. We like that. Oh, you know what my mom texted me today? My real mother? She texted me and asked me if I've played Tekken 8 yet. Like, oh, everybody's asking me now, including my own mom. Everyone is like, Tekken 8, Tekken 8, Tekken 8, you play Tekken 8? Because they made missing no as, oh, it's actually usable. Oh. So if it mutes it on VOD, can you download a not muted one, or is YouTube going to be muted too? YouTube will be muted as well. So the last, like, usually it just mutes my intro song, which is not a big deal because it'll like unmute right before I start talking kind of thing, right? So like, whatever, that doesn't matter. However, no, I didn't mean to, whatever. However, this one, it had like 3 minutes of like, my talking was also silenced. Only real OG fighter players play Tekken. Oh man, you know it. I guess maybe I am OG, I don't know. All I know is that I like Tekken. I just haven't played Tekken 8 yet. And Mewtwo actually talks. Oh, really? Really? Oh. Mewtwo talked to me once. He really wanted me to buy Dogecoin. What's up with all of these creatures having horrible financial decisions? What's up with that? How did I know I was gonna be waiting on these two? How did I know? Throw out the 6. I dare you to throw out the 6, bro. Ah. You ever thought of simultaneously streaming on both sites, or would it end up having problems on YouTube anyways, you think? I have thought about simul streaming. I just don't want to have to keep up with 2 chats, and it's also a lot of work to get that to work, and I'm fine with just streaming on here and then uploading my VOD. I'm an internet cat. I attract those creatures, I guess, right? You could be a digital devil, for all we know. You know, you could be adjacent to, you know, the Nekomatas. Those Nekomatas and the Hee-Hoes, you know. You can privately stream the YouTube video. Another streamer has done that by accident. I guess there's that too, right? Yeah. I don't know. I like doing it from Twitch. I don't know. Again, simul streaming is something you have to do with like another like application, and I really don't want to, you know, have to use more programs as well. Like, I don't want to have more stuff running than what I already do, because, you know, being a VTuber is already hard enough on a computer. And plus the added like simulcasting stuff. It's like, I don't know, bro. Do you want to know the massive plot twist? Sure. At least at the moment, I want to give my computer as much of a break as I can. Until I get my nice new GPU, and in which case then it won't matter as much. I'm the one looking at the game in my phone the whole time and only attacks when the eagles screw up my pet. There you go. Meowth is actually acclaimed actor George Clooney. What? Danny Ocean? What? Hold on to your seat, because there's a lot. Oh? There's lore? Yo, we got lore? Real ROM hack lore? I can't open for this. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I somehow, like, 2 of the movies that, like, I guess are the clearest in my mind are George Clooney movies. Ocean's 11 and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Dude, this dude just won't leave my brain. Holy crap, Lois, it's James from Team Rocket. This is freaking sweet. Holy crap. You know Trainer Red, right? Yes. Eric Cartman's cat in South Park was actually voiced by George Clooney, really? That's awesome. What a casting choice. He's also in Spy Kids as— yes, he is the president in Spy Kids. Yes! Yes, you're right. Oh, man. Spy Kids had the wildest cast. It has the craziest cast. Oh, man. I often forget, like, how many massive names were in Spy Kids. Or, like, names that became massive later, I guess. You know, you gotta start somewhere, right? Oh, they have my tiles 1000%. Throw it out, dude. You want to throw it out so bad, bro. They're just hoarding them. They're hoarding all the circle tiles. Thanks, boss! Yeah. Nice. Thanks, boss. I appreciate it. Spy Kids is good. 1 to 3. I think of the first one a lot. All of the Spy Kids movies are like one just blob in my head. One blob of movie. Dude, one more win and I'm adept 2. This is nuts. So many good lines. Yeah, like they're classics. They are certified cinematic classics. But again, they just like mishmash together in my head as one colossal Spy Kids movie. I love the first one because of the line from Steve Buscemi. Yeah, Steve Buscemi was in that too. Holy crap, dude. Spy Kids is an enigma. Yeah, that line. That is from Spy Kids. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Man. How is Spy Kids, like, so legendary, and yet it's not exactly regarded as, like, you know... It's more of, like, a cult classic, I guess, or, like, campy, I guess. But it's not, like, regarded as, like, you know, a great movie franchise, you know? You know what I mean? Trainer Red is not who you think he is. He's a man-made human... Oh, he's like... Oh, okay, yeah, man-made in the lab. Yeah. And this is what you look like as a Foogly. I love that. So cute. I still love that emote. I'm glad I added it. Like, what was such an introspective line doing in Spy Kids? They got, like, colossal brains to make Spy Kids. Like, not just the actors, but clearly, like, writers, producers, whatever. Like, they got the people to do that movie for whatever reason. I don't know why. But, I mean, clearly it was a good decision, I guess. Spy Kids 3D. Yeah, I remember Spy Kids 3D the most, I think. Did you say that Steve Buscemi was in the first one? That I don't actually know. Just, I mean more so Spy Kids in general, because again, like, all of the movies have mashed into one movie for me in my brain. My memory is not good, you know. My brain works sometimes. Steve is in the second one. Okay. The guy who directed Spy Kids also made an ultraviolent action movie with Danny Trejo. Really? Although, you know what? Danny Trejo is in a lot of stuff. He gets into a lot of stuff, so that's not surprising to me. Because he's everywhere. Who I think is implied to be the same character in Spy Kids. Oh, really? Oh, he hasn't, Danny Trejo also in Spy Kids? Of course he's in Spy Kids. He's in everything. Okay, I thought you might have said that. He's in the second one. Cameo in the third, I think. Okay. Danny Trejo's in the new Yakuza game. Yes, he is. He's also in, what's that one PS2 game with Snoop Dogg in it? He's in that. He's in that too. I can't remember what it's called. Again, I bring this up, but like, what if Aglio, specifically Aglio, got into a video game? That would be nuts. Call of Duty? No, it wasn't Call of Duty. It was, it's like a cop game. A police video game. Or something. Or like, maybe like anti-police game? I don't remember, but it's some, at least I think it's PS2. Maybe it's not. No Ipatsu. Eat my Ipatsu pant. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah. He was in that as well. Like, if there's just, like, on some street, just, you know, a little, like, dolphin gray Audi A4, just, like, you know, just parked there with the license plate Aglio, I would cry tears of joy. That weird wrestling/fighting game? What is that, Def Jam? Fight for New York? I don't know. Wrestling fighting game. Maybe it is that. I don't know. I could be mixing up games in my head. I don't know. I don't remember. No, my hand was so good. Alexa Penavega Carmen was good at singing too. Yeah. Yeah. Like, they had such good talent for Spy Kids of all things. It's just nuts. And I'm sure that movie also helped a lot of their careers too. It's very interesting how that's how a lot of productions go. It's just some random thing, you know? It's not something you'd expect, but, you know, they have the money so they can get these big names to do it. And it's... the whole industry is very silly. Set design and ideas were so good, actors were good, stories were good. Yeah, I agree. Super duper strong. Oh, also, I haven't mentioned this yet. This stream. Oh, it's my turn. Oops. Okay. Anyway, I was too busy jamming out to whatever this song is. I have new emotes in chat. Drain and disappear. Oh. And I have 2 new redeems. Real text-to-speech, TTS, and Tut. Ramsey's brother Tut. That is all. Snoop was in True Crime. Yeah, True Crime, Streets of LA. Yes, I am thinking of, I'm thinking of True Crime, Streets of LA. That is the one. Yes, that is the one. And he was also in Def Jam, Fight for New York. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of True Crime, Streets of LA, because Danny Trejo was in that too. It's funny.
You think God stays in heaven because he too is afraid of what he created?
Yes, I do. I do. Thank you so much for Tut. I'll move myself over a bit so you can see him better, because he's cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Wait a second. Why did I call that? Hold up. I'm gonna make this happen, okay? Oopsie. You cannot see this! No! Okay. Why can't I activate... Hold on. Is he not working? Okay, I'll put him on for you, okay? There. Because they both do work at the same time. They're just being stubborn. Thank you so much for Ramses as well. Professor Oak was Kanto champion. Ooh. During the war between Kanto and Johto, he was also part of the Mewtwo project. Whole other part of the lore. He surrendered during the war and was ultimately banned from Pokemon battling, and throughout the whole decade, hold up. He's the one that created Red to be the ultimate Pokemon trainer and used Red's muteness to rule Kanto once again, because Red is only able to say yes. Pokemon commands. Oh, I see. I see. Yes. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Oak was willing to pull a Palpatine to rule everything. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. I don't like getting rid of my red 5s, but also a lot of the time they're out of place, and so I don't know what else to do. Just gonna... Yeah. Yeah, I had a thing checked that I shouldn't have. Okay. Let's get rid of that real quick. No use for that anymore. What? Stop it. Stop it now. Stop! They're going for full flush, dude. Or like full flush toilet. Another red 5 though, that's pretty good. I'll take it. Someone else is holding on to the east though, 1000%. Someone's got those. I don't know who. Which one of you? Ooh. I have to get rid of my red 5 anyway. Well. It's a chance of 3 concealed triplets, which would be nice. That would make me kind of nice with it. Yeah. They're gonna keep going. Oh no. This person's in Tenpai. It's safer. Yeah, that's furry ten stuff. I know I won't at least won't deal into them. Nice, thanks. Yeah. Yay, nice. By nice hand I mean okay hand. It's fine. It's fine. It's just fine. Yes. I don't know why I saw this and thought I was West. That's awful. Clearly, I know how to play this. I promise you I know how to play. Oh no. Get rid of one of those, I suppose. I don't need two. Stuff. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe I might be cooking. I could be cooking. Potentially.
Hungry burger, hungry burger, hungry burger, hungry burger, hungry burger. That is all.
So true. I agree. I agree. Oh man. Can I get a true? Can I get a true? Stop giving me these. I don't want to. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. True. Trainer Blues Raticate was murdered in Pokemon battle and dies in. Oh, that's sad. I should have added true, then TTS would have been like Sora V1 True or whatever you titled it. It's just called True. My emote prefix for some reason isn't like Sora V1. And it's not Soarer 1 either, it's Soarer 2. Which is like the least fitting thing for my stream. Because again, it should be, you know, Soarer 1 because, you know, Soarer V1, but like whatever. Red was the one that did it. Oh. What? Yeah. So Twitch assigns like emote prefixes based on your name kind of thing. And only if you're partnered can you change it, which I am not. So it'll add a number at the end. I guess, I don't know why. I guess if the prefix is taken or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, for me it added a 2, so it's Soar 2. Yay, Adept 2! Finally, we're back. Oh, that took forever. That took actual months. And 10 wheat. Soarer winning is like a double rainbow. You really see it. It's true. It's true. I know I should be like... I feel like I should be kind of angry that you said that, but I'm not because you're right. I rarely win. I'm supposedly the main character, and yet I rarely win. Kind of weird. Kind of strange. Don't you think? Oh no. Kinda tired. Oh, I gotta stay awake and play Mahjong. Yes. I got to beat all these Ichihimes at Mahjong. Oh, run. These gonna be a bunch of Ichihimes? That'd be funny. None of them are. Awesome. Just like Ash, it took him 22 years to actually win a title. You're right. You're right, you know. You're right. This stuff takes time. It certainly does take time. A lot of people do find success later in their lives. I know that fairly well. Everyone being normal? That's good. Normal Mahjong players at this table tonight? Yes. Possibly. Ooh. Okay. And he's still 10 years old. He's eternally 10. You know? Hold on. Maybe this will make things work gooder. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of this. No! I'll be in furry 10 if I don't. No, this has to be... There we go. Sorry, I'm distracted. You know what? I'm just gonna refresh this. I'm gonna refresh this. There we go. Stuff was messed up, but now it's not messed up. Eternally 10. I got rid of this 5. I don't like that 5. What this 5? Okay. Okay. Sure. Doctor Girl is cute. She is cute. I like her plushie. It's good. I like plushies as well. Is she a good doctor as well? Make a bet. I honestly have no idea if she's good at her job or not. For some reason I feel like I recall her being somewhat lazy, but I don't remember. I don't remember the lore. I'm clearly not up on my Maj Soul lore. Over/under on malpractice lawsuits. Oh no. Malpractice. Is she gonna keep winning, I wonder? Is she gonna take over the table? Ooh. That's really, really safe. Ah. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Kinda weird. Kinda strange. It scared me! It's just a chi. It's fine, bro. You know, you don't have to panic. Ooh, that 7 is safe. I think I'm gonna throw out that 7. Yo, the oboe in this song is going nuts. There was one a little while ago too that was also going crazy. I often this is going back to way earlier, but I often have dreams that I'm back in like band class in high school, and like, oh, I have to perform, you know, for like a festival or whatever, and often either like my reed is broken, I have no reeds, my instrument isn't put together, like it won't go together, like I can't put it together, or like it's broken in some way, or I don't have music or anything. Like it's always something like that going horribly wrong. No. That's usually what my dreams are. They're just stuff going very, very wrong. Okay. Nice dealer, Mongan. I had a dream that I was in 4th grade again and my teacher was Pistachio Discussy. What? What? Oh no. Usually when I said that I was like my high school self in my dream, it was because that's the house I was living in, was the house that, you know, I was in when I was in high school. And it's just strange. Like, it seems normal at the time. Like, yeah, this is where I live. And then I wake up in a completely different place. And I'm like, huh. Weird that I, you know, just accepted that as a reality in my dream. I'm really good at just accepting things. I never actually watched Master of Disguise, so I haven't a clue how that happened. You thought about it for 1 second, and your brain was like, yes, this is important. Let's throw that into the dream for tonight. That happens to me a lot. Like, I think about one thing, like, for a second, during the day, or like someone mentions something and it shows up in my dream that night. I hate it. At least it's not things I actually don't want in my dreams, but like it's usually just something super obscure and it's just like something mentioned in passing. And it just shows up in my dream. What a supple mind. Back when I was big into Teen Titans, I dreamed that Drake Bell was sent to my house by Slade to murder me. Oh no. I often do have dreams of like people attempting to like I'm being chased or like someone is coming to murder me or something. That's a common theme in my dreams, even still. It has been in my dreams since I was a kid, so, you know, nothing's changed. I am the same. Have I ever influenced your dreams with the random references that I make? Not that I can recall. Again, a lot of my dreams, I forget them. Not always right away, but I usually have to force myself to forget them, or else, like, they really disorient me. Like, I still think that I'm in the dream, or, like, I won't be able to stop worrying about whatever happened in the dream even after I wake up. That kind of thing. I gotta try harder, I guess. Goal. Get into one of Soarer's weird dreams. Nightmare dream things. Weird dreams. I've been able to lucid dream twice. Oh, interesting. I've never tried because, like, I'm scared because, again, like, my dreams disorient me enough. I don't want to make that even worse for me. Like, I hate dreaming when I sleep enough. So. Because it just messes me up in the morning. I was in two people's dreams this week. One, I made a debug item called Waluigi that I could sell for any price. The other was a bird who the dreamer told to do stuff. What the heck? Are you sure that, like, you're not actually a bird entering dreams? Influencing decisions? Maybe it's real. I can't call that. Oh, I have that sometimes. I would think I'd still have to do dream things, fall back asleep, wake up, and still be confused. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, stop. Visualize your dream, record it in the present tense. If you achieve in your efforts, you will achieve dream control. Record it in the present tense if you achieve. 10 million kitty points for those who get the reference. I don't get the reference. I don't think I get the reference, unfortunately. This person... Soarer only gets my references. I think I've understood every reference Krabs has made. All of them. Somehow. I don't know. I don't know how that happens. Silent Lucidity by Queen Shriek. Underrated song. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. It's such a relief you have no idea. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad also that, you know, people come into my chat and aren't constantly like, Soar, what the heck constantly are you on about? That was not a good discard. Yeah, nope. Like, constantly just, you know, completely tuned out what I have to say. Probably Inception. yeah, you already said it. Inception, the movie. I've actually never seen Inception. I know. Again, there's a lot of movies I haven't seen that, like, you would expect me to see, but then, like, movies nobody has ever seen are, like, super fresh in my mind, you know? You haven't seen it either, what the heck? She can operate on me anytime. Super Orange Cat was found dead in his home Saturday night. Oh no. Tuned out to what you have to say? Huh? Oh, so true.
Boom.
Okay. I haven't seen most of the classic Disney animated movies. I've seen a good chunk of them. Like, again, for me, oh man, when we were, like, introducing ourselves in animation school, like, you know, we would, like, say, like, you know, our name, where we're from, and, like, our favorite animated whatever, right? Favorite animated movie or show or whatever. And, like, most of my classmates had, like, a Disney ready to pick. And, like, they all had, like, some Disney movie that they loved and were like, this is what made me want to animate. I want to animate like this. And then it was my turn. Not a single thing I listed was a Disney thing. Like, huh. I, somehow, for, you know, I was one of the only ones in that class that didn't like Disney that much, I guess. Oh, that's Adora. Don't want to get rid of that. I've seen Lilo and Stitch and Princess and the Frog, and that's about it. Those are two good ones, though. Those are two solid choices. If you had to see two, that's two good picks. I watched most of them when I was really young at, like, daycare and stuff, so I don't remember them super well. So honestly, like, I'd have to, like, see it and I'd tell you if I remember it or not. I do not like watching movies. I am very sorry. How could you? It's all good. Yeah, I'll get rid of those. I've seen a lot. A few are pretty good. That's my understanding. I like Lilo and Stitch a lot. I remember liking Lilo and Stitch a lot as well. I've watched that one multiple times for sure. For sure. Because that's one I'd like watch voluntarily, like, as a kid. Like, so I was a kid who was really, like, particular about, like, getting in trouble, and, like, I did not want to see anything I knew I wasn't supposed to see, because, like, again, I just didn't want to get in trouble. So if there was, like, ever, like, a movie I could pick to watch, like, if Lilo and Stitch was there, that would likely be a contender, you know? I'm sure this says a lot about me today, huh? Have you seen Tarzan, Treasure Planet, and Emperor's New Groove? Yes, and yes. I love Treasure Planet. Emperor's New Groove is honestly probably my favorite. If I had to pick a Disney movie, yeah, Emperor's New Groove, 100%. Yep. I've seen that one so many times. I had it on VHS as a kid. Did we wear out the tape? I don't know. Probably close. I haven't seen any of those. I do recommend watching Emperor's New Groove, genuinely. It's quite good. Treasure Planet is also very good. However, I feel like I did rewatch Treasure Planet not that long ago, and by not that long ago, I mean like 8 years ago. It doesn't feel like that long ago, though. But, you know, I was older, and so it's kind of fresher in my mind, I guess. But, yeah, Emperor's New Groove genuinely, like, is really good. Girl, you aren't that old. I'm not that old, but, like, I wasn't, like, a kid when I watched it. So, like, I actually remember it. Sometimes I feel really old, okay? 8 years ago is still a decent percentage of your life. It is, I guess. But, again, it doesn't feel like that long ago. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Yeah. It is a good chunk of my life. Like, I don't feel, it doesn't feel like I graduated high school that long ago, and yet it was 7 years ago? Something like that. Oh well. Anyway, my point is, watch Emperor's New Groove. It's genuinely a good movie. Also, often as a kid, so, like, as a kid, I also didn't, like, smile and laugh and stuff as much. Or, like, Not really as much, that makes no sense. Like, at all. So, I often, like, almost cringed at, like, musicals. However, I always liked the music in Emperor's New Groove. And I feel like that says a lot about it. If I could actually, you know, stand it as a child, then that's saying something. Makes you feel better. You reach your physical peak in your 30s and your mental peak in your 40s. You've got plenty of time. Real? Good to know. Good to know. Man, I couldn't... Oh man. I can't imagine what I'll be like in my 30s. Apologies to whoever's gonna witness that. I guess that's not that far away for me. Oh no. I'm gonna be halfway through my 20s. Very soon. In under 2 weeks. I'll do my best to be there. Thank you. Thank you, Krabs. I'll go back to this conversation. Good, good. Good, good. Noted. I will do a birthday stream. It just won't be on my birthday because I'm gonna be busy that day. So it'll be like a few days before, but it'll be my birthday stream, you know? Like the celebration of the birthday. Yeah. Like my birthday party, you know? Probably, oh, what will I want to stream that day? I don't know. If I can get a DDS Telenet to work, that'd be really funny. That'd be a funny stream. Also, I might do a hand cam for that and show some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like I promised I would, however long ago. Like, yeah, I'll show some of my collection on stream that I have with me at the moment. I'll get rid of that. Yeah, that's cringe. Well, I was gonna say, why do I have so little points? But I'm on last, so. Speaking of cringe music, everything trending today, methinks. You think so, Mr. Shenlong? What's your favorite music? What's your favorite music? Everything trending today, methinks. Cringe music. The kids today just listen to cringe. It makes me cringe every time I turn on my radio. There is some good music, but the pop genre as a whole is kind of garbage. Pop is such like it's such a huge genre, so I feel like it actually does get a bad rap, in my opinion, because yes, a lot of stuff that becomes popular is not very good, but there is good pop music. And so it's hard to classify it, you know? Pop is actually the same song every time, it feels like. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, there's absolutely a formula to it. But it's harder to find something good within it. I feel like. Yo, all these suck. Oh, yep, you're going. Like songs like Cupid and Say So. Okay, yeah. I'm chatting so much. You have so much to say. I like chatting too. This is why I have basically a just chatting stream. Mahjong. So mothers in the US are now trying to get Has Been Hotel canceled.
No.
So, mothers in the US are now trying to get Has Been Hotel cancelled. When asked why they don't just monitor their children, they claimed that if it wasn't meant for children, why is it animated? Oh.
Dude, animation for adults has existed since animation's invention. Animation was not invented for children. Do they know why, like, the Looney Tunes exist? Do they know why those were made? I'll tell you why right now. They were made... Okay, so... production companies used to own their own movie theaters. And they needed something to play before movies, you know, while people were sitting down with their popcorn and stuff. And so they made the studios were like, all right, we're gonna make these little cute little animated shorts, of these creatures, you know. They were meant for adults before movies, before whatever movie they were watching. Again, there was, I believe there, actually no, this was before whatever regulations were put in place, like the really strict regulations on movies. But like, man, if I ever get to direct like my own like animated movie or anything, I'm not going to make it not kid friendly for the sake of it, but it probably won't be kid friendly because those are the kinds of stories I like to read, watch. No, that's not the only type of animation for adults. Come on, crabs. There's more than that. But that is one genre, yes. So if we go by that logic, if lions weren't meant to be kept as pets, why are they categorized as cats? Because not all cats can be pets. Like, there are pet cats, but not all cats are pets. Watch a video of a lion and that's true, yeah. Big cats do just act like, you know, cats. Not my game musics, they ruined me. You don't like, what was it? Yoshi's New Life. I'm sorry to bring that up, Mr. Shenlong. I'm sure that's a sore topic for you. Get a lion. Lion kept in circus for a long time. Family Guy. Like, genuinely, like, I know cartoons are, you know, seen as like for kids nowadays, but again, at their invention, that's not what their intention was. That's not what they were intended for, and it sucks that that's the common like view of them. And like, I don't like that because, you know, animation is it's a very unique medium, and it's not a genre. It's a medium. You can tell whatever you want within the medium of animation. Oh, Fox, I absolutely agree. Oh man, I'm sure you've been here for my rants about iPad babies, right? Like, it's basically the same thing, right? Like, monitor your children, especially when they're on the internet, first of all, because like, the internet is not their friend, you know? And also, yeah, like, genuinely spending time with their kids instead of, you know, kids just going on the internet all willy-nilly kind of thing. You know, things like that, right? Or actually, you know, talking to their kids about what they're watching instead of, you know, walking in on like Has Been Hotel or something, I don't know, and like, you know, actually showing interest in what their kid is doing. Like, it's all of this is basic parenting, by the way. I think too many parents see television as a daycare. Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, because they don't want to deal with their kid. They're like, oh, you know, just you know, I don't have to deal with them. Just throw them in front of the TV. You know, it's fine. Oh, that's what they needed. That's what they needed. That's what they needed. Oh, it's not. Okay. But yeah, they absolutely do. Like, TV and like iPad or phone or whatever, like, it sucks, if I'm being honest. Talking, spending time, having energy, or just using the time you have free to actually understand your child. Yep, I agree. Yeah. 100%. Man, why's the floor gotta be safe? I want to keep it. These are novel concepts for most parents. I hope these concepts become more popular, you know? I hope with the generation that I am in, I can popularize this concept. You know, I want to popularize this concept really bad. This is one of my goals as a streamer. As I gain more influence, as I can influence more humans, because that's apparently what I do. I hate the word influencer, but unfortunately I am someone who influences other humans. I hope this is an influence I can have, is to demolish the idea the concept of iPad babies. It's not, it's going to be no more. We are going to demolish it together. If my father spent time with me when I was little, I wouldn't be socially broken and unable to make friends outside the internet. It has, first of all, I'm very sorry that happened to you, but also I feel like a lot of parents don't realize how much of an impact something maybe they see as trivial like that has on their kid, right? Like, I'm thankful that I've been able to have a fairly good relationship with my parents. Really the only thing is that I never really liked showing them anything I worked on, like if it was like drawing or writing or whatever, because, you know, I've been creating stuff since I was a kid. Because, you know, my parents would immediately look at it and I didn't like them looking at it, because my mom has a tendency to tell everyone she knows about, you know, something that either me or my brother has done, because she's proud of us. But thing is, when I was a kid, that's not how I saw it. I saw it as, oh, she's mocking me. But that was really it. Joke's on you. I'm not planning on having kids can't influence me. I'd say, you know, influencing you guys so that you can also influence others who do have children. You know, it's just spreading this ideology that I'm calling parenting. Don't have a relationship with my parents at all. My family bonds with my Japanese grandparents. Okay, yeah. But it's good though that you do have the family bond even still. Like, I think even if it's not your biological parents, I think having some sort of family figure you can look up to is important. Like, I do really look up to my parents, but I mean also, you know, of course I look up to my brother. I have my entire life. And, you know, many other adults. Fight. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, without my dad, honestly, I would be a very different person today. I probably would not be streaming. I would not be playing a single video game, because, you know, he always encouraged me to, you know, play, you know, video games and, you know, pursue this stuff and pursue art. He always encouraged me and my brother to pursue whatever hobbies we liked doing. Like, he does music production, and my dad encouraged him with that, in that too. Like, you know, anytime we had any sort of creative outlet, he really wanted to support us in that. Or, you know, again, like playing games, he always supported us in that too. And of course my mom, but, you know, she didn't understand it as much. But that's okay. She's still supportive. Okay, I want to go for Cheetoy, but it's not happening. Remember to food your kid? I agree. Yeah, remember to food your kid. Joke's on you, I don't have friends to influence JK. You do. You absolutely do. And even just, you know, the other people around you, the other humans around you, whoever they may be. You know? From my stream will come so many good parents. Somehow. I don't know how. I love the comment of having children is very rewarding, but always comes from the parents who do very little. You know, I wonder why they say that. Like, if I were to be a parent, I don't think I'd view it as it being rewarding. I would think, like, I get that it is a joy, but it's also, you know, it's a responsibility. And maybe the reward is that joy. But again, like, you know, it coming from the parents who do very little is kind of mean. But, yeah. I think it... Could it be rewarding? I don't know. I don't have kids. I just have plushies. Having plushies can be rewarding. It is rewarding, in fact. You know what? You can pet them and they're very soft. Now don't feed your kid. Oh, I'm an influencer. Bad influencer. You're a lasagna influencer. You influence lasagna. Let them feed themselves. It's about time they get I was actually thinking the other day about the first day that my mom didn't pick out my clothes for me in the morning. I was trying to remember how old I would have been. Maybe like 10? I'm gonna say I was 10, maybe. 9 or 10. Such a selfish perspective. Rewarding for you? That's why you had kids? Exactly, right? Like, for myself, I wouldn't want to do that to benefit myself. Because again, they're another human being. I'd want to give this new human, this fresh human, the best experience on this dang planet that I can. That I am absolutely capable of doing. Because, you know, that's my job. I put bad stuff in lasagna like spinach and amphetamines. You know, I was gonna say, you know, spinach and lasagna actually is pretty good. Because that's how my mom made lasagna. Makes lasagna. She puts spinach in it and it's awesome. But that second thing, I'm not too familiar. I'm not too familiar with that ingredient in lasagna. You know, I'm not familiar with that.
Back in my day, we didn't have iPads to keep our brain occupied. We shared a TV. Or we did homework.
Oh. Oh, man. Have I ever mentioned how I, like, never did my homework? Well, like, for the longest time I was in school, I never had homework. I was never given homework because either my teacher just didn't give it, because I did have a few teachers that were actually anti-homework and it was awesome, but also I always finished my work in class because I was so fast. And so I never had to do it at home until, like, maybe my last year of high school was when I, you know, crashed and burned. And, like, I actually, like, I was just like, I'm so done with this, and I had homework, and I'm like, I really don't want to do it, I just don't care. And it wasn't really graded either, so I was like, oh, I don't have to do it, then I don't have to do it. Nerd, we got a nerd here. You know, a nerd in some things, I guess. Just waiting for my turn here. I don't know what's going on. Pre-made lasagna is usually terrible, but luckily there's an exception here. Yeah? What's the good pre-made lasagna? My tutoring session yesterday was just going through a sorority girl's homework and basically answering for her. Oh no. Oh man. I always found it difficult, like, how I'm supposed to, like I had a tutor in high school for math. I can't remember. Grade 11, I think. It was when I had a tutor. 11 or 12, I can't remember. And I always found it weird because, like, no matter how much I was tutored and everything, I just could not understand these concepts. Like, my tutor would tell me the answer and I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And then, like, the test would come and I would just, my ears would just, you know, my brain would just leak out of my ears kind of thing. Wait, so you were book smart? Like, literature books, you know, not numbers. I was never good with math. I was smart in, like, English and language arts stuff, you know? Reading. More money smart, though, for sure. What's a sorority girl? I think just, like, a typical, you know, run-of-the-mill college girl, you know? Average college girl. I think is what that means. Oh, a preppy girl with lots of money. Okay, yeah. I took AP Calc because BC junior in high school. What the heck? I did AP English. So that tells you all you need to know about me, I think. I still took, like, the, you know, highest level of math that wasn't AP. But, like, looking back on it, I was like, I shouldn't have. I should have taken a lower level so that I didn't, like, nearly fail. I guess, yeah. credit card.
Dad, can I have your credit card? Persona 3 Reload comes out tomorrow.
Why did I become Lois? Why did I become Lois for that? Ramsey's asking for my credit card to buy beans. Nice. Nice hand. Genuinely nice hand. Good stuff. Sorry, I didn't think you... Girl, I'm not. No, I hate asking for money. That's why I was so bad at advertising my wish list. Did you know I have a wish list, by the way? Exclamation mark throne. Anyway, I hate asking for money. Like, whenever I wanted to buy something, I would just like sit there and wait for like my birthday to roll around for like a gift card or something. Because you're $30,000 in credit card debt? No, I am not. I am not. I just don't like asking for money. I just don't like it. The lasagna maker is called, you've not heard of it, Herku Classics. What the heck? I've never heard of this lasagna. What's special about this lasagna? It's like, so it's like a frozen lasagna? I never asked for anything, even for Christmas growing up, really. Wow. I only like asked for stuff if my parents like specifically asked me like, what do you want for like your birthday? But even then I found it hard to pick something. I'd just be like, I don't know. Or like, what do you want for Christmas? Kind of thing. But even then I would write a list and put it on the fridge so I didn't have to verbally ask for it. Like, Mom, can you get me this? Kind of thing. Like, yeah, I hated doing that. And even like, when I was younger, my mom would always tell me like, if I was going over to like a friend's house, she would tell me like, don't ask for things, right? And like, I get that to an extent. But like, if I'm but also in my brain, I felt like, oh, that means also don't accept things. So if I was offered like a glass of water, I would say no.
Peter, the horse is here.
I can't do a Peter. No, you asked for a loan in the lowest voice because Peter's in debt. Oh, shared finances joke. I see. Okay. I got you. Yes, shared finances, yes. It's actually canon in Family Guy that Peter is at least 200k in credit card debt. Wow, that's insane. Of course you know Family Guy lore. Self-report. Not frozen, national brand. There's probably not a good image of it, but I'll describe what makes it better than a typical pre-made lasagna. So it's not frozen. That's pretty big. That's very interesting. So I know you're describing it, but like, if it's not frozen, then how do you get it? Is it just like in the fridge? Pre-made lasagna? Like, how's it preserved? You know? For the laugh, it was not good. I thought it would go better. I don't like it when people buy things for me, like snacks and stuff. It makes me feel like I owe them. Exactly. Like, yeah. Like, if somebody does buy something like that for me, I'll be like, like, how much do I owe you? I literally say that every time, and they're like, nothing. And I'm like, ah. My mom, whenever someone buys something for her, she will also ask, like, how much do I owe you? And then whoever will be like, nothing. You don't owe me anything. And she will sneak the cash into their like, purse or pockets, like coat pockets or something. She will physically put the cash in there if they won't accept it. There was one time where like back and forth, she and my aunt had this $20 bill. So my aunt was like, no, you don't owe me anything, and gave it back to her. And my mom snuck it in again. Cheese isn't crispy, dry, and flavorless, and the bolognese isn't dry and flavorless, and I guess the pasta isn't dry and flavorless. That's pretty good. That's expected of a lasagna. The Peter Zeppelin, the Peter Copter, all crashing in Joe's yard / Cleveland's house. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess. You're right. I think most of the pre-made lasagnas here are not frozen, but fridged. Okay. Interesting. Okay. It sucks too because I live in the Midwest and everyone is very giving for some reason. I canceled a gym membership and the lady gave me 2 15-pound weights and yoga mat. Really? That's very kind of them. She practically had to push me out the door. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's good that people are generous, but yeah, also, I completely understand, yeah, not, you know, wanting to ask for stuff. I completely get that. She's too kind, man. I feel like I owe her now. Well, I mean, you can do something for her if you want to. Like, you can still do something for her, even if, you know, you're not paying her money. Speaking of the Midwest, Iowa is just the backrooms, but with corn. Yeah? Real? Is this real? I've never been to Iowa. I can't confirm. Have I ever been to the Midwest? I've been to Texas. That's it, I think. I've been to, yeah, that's really it. That's really it. I've been to Texas. That's the only frame of reference I have. She probably took your soul while you were distracted. Is that how that works? Texas is awesome. It ain't in the Midwest, though. Okay, I wasn't sure. I guess, oh no, Midwest is like in the middle of the US. That's why it's called the Midwest, right? Texas is on the coast. It has a coast. Yeah, I've never been to the Midwest. Then yeah, I've never been. Although I've heard it's like Alberta, so it's honestly probably not anything I'm not already used to. I wouldn't be surprised she was the most muscular 16-year-old woman I've ever seen. Oh man. Crazy. Texas toast coast? I like Texas toast. It is good. I like the thickness. It is nice to toast and eat. I enjoy. Texas is on the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes. Why was I holding on to this north? Did I think I was north? Maybe. Maybe deep down in my brain I thought I was the north wind. I haven't been paying super close attention the past few games, so maybe this is the one I'll actually, like, pay attention.
Back in my day, we used to pay attention to our video games.
Everyone's discards seem normal, so that's good. No orphans going on. That's nice. Midwest is Illinois, Indiana, Iowa we mentioned, Kansas, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, Dakotas, Ohio gozaimasu, and Wisconsin. Yeah, that sounds about right. I see. You live in one of those? That's nuts. It's a pretty big area. Yeah, that is a pretty big area, yeah. Bunch of places. Places in the place. You forgot North... Oh yeah, my favorite. My favorite Midwest state. Alright. Give me the tile. Okay. Yeah, normally terminals are safe, so so that's nice. How many? Yeah, nope, these are not coming out. These are not getting thrown out. Reimu! Happy Thursday! Reimu! Woo! I hope you've had a good Thursday. Sir, have you ever been to Alaska? I've not. Never, ever. I just tech-keyed for 3 hours? How was that going? Who are you playing? Who are you trying? I think when I get it, I'm gonna play June. I wanna play June. Brian. Brian, nice. Solid pick. Brian is solid. Can you taunt Jet Upper? Fun fact, the capital of Alaska borders Canada. That's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. This is a better weight. This is a better weight. A higher chance of someone actually tossing these out. Holy crap. You can taunt Jet Upper in your mind? Well, that's the first step of getting there. Average citizen of Anchorage is a launched fish? Oh, same. Oh, absolutely. Just like the average Canadian. Fish, fish, fish. Hello? Okay. Yes, get me. The city limits of Alaskan towns get freaky, so Juneau has a lot of land that borders BC. That is interesting. Very interesting. Give me that sweet tenpai points. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Oh, they were actually waiting on a terminal. As soon as I say, oh, normally terminals are safe. Oh. No. They're not. That's how they get you into a false sense of security. Also, a lot of people assume the capital is Anchorage, but it is Juneau. What? Is that real? Are you gaslighting me? Is this fake? Isn't Anchorage where the airport is? Juneau is just another capital no one lives in or knows about. Oh. Juneau is the capital of Alaska. What the heck? What? Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure the airport's in Anchorage, yeah? So that's interesting. Very strange developments about Alaska. An airport in Juneau wouldn't make enough money. Just like the capital of Nevada isn't Vegas. Oh, I see. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. When you put it that way, that makes perfect sense what you mean. Reno from Final Fantasy VII. I know him. Yeah. Vegas isn't Vegas either. Paradise is. What the heck? The capital of Missouri isn't St. Louis or Kansas City. It's a small town in the middle called Jefferson City. This is messed up stuff. I thought Canada was bad for having weird capital cities, but I guess it's just it's a universal thing. That the cities you don't, or I guess towns you don't expect are the capitals. Oh, the Vegas Strip is technically in Paradise, Nevada. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Pop quiz. What is New York's capital? Oh, it's oh. It's not New York City. It's not New York City. It's I can't remember. Albany. No, I remember parts of a song that had the capitals of state names. It was a country song. Juneau, Alaska. Yes. Wait. What do you mean, yes? Albany. Oh, it's an Albany expression. Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard the term steamed hams. Oh, no, not Utica. It's an Albany expression. I see. Capital of Florida isn't Miami or Orlando or Jacksonville. It's Tallahassee? What the heck? The heck? What kind of operation are these people running? Unbelievable. And capital cities are weird, man. Well, I mean, I guess if the capital of the state was, like, determined, like, when the state was first, like, incorporated, I guess, which makes sense, that's when you would pick it, then yeah, it's gonna be likely another city is gonna, you know, gain way more traffic or whatever. It's just very funny to me. Capital of Texas isn't Dallas or Houston or San Antonio, it is Austin. That I did know. That I did know Austin was the capital, yeah. But I mean, Texas does have quite a few pretty big, popular cities, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to open this. I don't want to open this because I have to get rid of this 9, and then it's gonna suck because I'll be in furry 10 if I've got to wait on the 6. It's poop. It's certified poop. What's the capital of Louisiana? Louisiana. I don't think I know any cities in Louisiana, so I could not tell you. Capital of California is not Los Angeles or New York City, it's Sacramento. What the heck? New York City, capital of California, yes. Capital of California. Yeah. Baton Rouge? It's not Baton Rouge. No way. You know, you could tell me, like, pretty much anything is the capital, and I'd believe you, because I don't know much about the United States. It means red stick in French. Yeah, I know. That's what's so funny to me. That's so funny to me. Red stick. Ricci bet stick. Small Shenlong's red crayon. That'd be more of a stylo rouge. Crayon rouge. Louisiana State University, home of the Tigers. Are there? Ah. Baton Rouge. Yeah. Very interesting. What the heck? Tigers are from Louisiana? Yeah. That's where the Tigers live. How much French do you know? A little bit. I'm not very good at forming sentences. I can read French just fine. If someone speaks very slowly to me, I can understand. However, if they are from Quebec and speak Quebecois French, I do not understand a single thing. There's also more gators in Louisiana than in Florida? What the heck? Then why is Florida known for the gators? We're all in Louisiana. I'm moderately fluent? Okay. Nice. You're Canadian, how don't you know French? Where I grew up, barely anyone spoke it. And it was really only mandatory in school until, like, I hit, like, junior high, probably. So I didn't have to take it for that long. And as soon as it wasn't mandatory, I didn't take it because I never thought I'd ever need it, and... well... But I mean, again, I do know a bit of French. It's just also they don't teach you Quebecois French. Like, that's not the type of French you're taught, so... it's still gonna be hard to understand. Maryland's capital was not Baltimore. I don't even remember what it was. What other place matters in Maryland? Other than the home of Big Bill Hells. Come on. Most of my Creole knowledge is Haitian French, not Quebecois. Okay, okay, yeah. Annapolis, home of the U.S. Naval Academy. What do you mean there's another place other than Baltimore in Maryland? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy to me. Alright, hand over my tile right now. Right now, I demand it. Please. If I ask nicely, please hand over my tile now? May I please have my tile now? Really? Michigan's is not Detroit, it's Lansing. Yeah, I've at least heard of that. I've never heard of that. Maybe it's better that Michigan's capital is in Detroit. Wait, what do you mean the capital is in Hell? What do you mean Hell, Michigan isn't the Oh, we riot. Nice. The capital of Pennsylvania isn't Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, it's Harrisburg. Oh. Hell is closer to Detroit than Lansing. What the heck? The heck? Oh man, no one's over 30k. Oh man, we gotta do one more. Oh man. One more round, gang. One more round. Yeah, you're not a big Philadelphia fan? I've never been, so I can't really say. What is this going on here, huh? Alright, I'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Philadelphia did not treat you well. It does not treat you well. Stop giving me these. You're putting awful ideas into my head game. You're giving me evil ideas. The evil ideas being to hold on to them. Atlanta Braves and Philadelphia Phillies are rivals. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Yeah. Rival state. Yeah. Stop. This is kind of worrisome over here. I don't know about this. I do not know about this. Thank you. Just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm gonna have to ditch these. These cannot stay. Somebody's gonna want them though. Yeah. Give me another Dora. Dang it! The door's stupid. I don't like that one. It sucks. Look another one. Thank you for draining sewage, AG bottoms up. Illinois capital is not Chicago, it is the Simpsons. The Simpsons! That's huge. Colossal, even. I'm gonna keep a red dragon. I'm keeping the red dragon. Why am I keeping the red dragon? That's dumb. Pretty much. I almost forgot about Springfield, Illinois. Oh, there's a Springfield there? Nice. Isn't there a Springfield almost everywhere? Like it's a super common town name? I almost forgot. Chicago is just New York, but worse. Oh. That's not good. Alright, I'll throw out the 6. They're not gonna let me win. They're absolutely not gonna let me win. It's not happening. Somebody else has the red dragons for sure, though, because none of them have come out yet. It's okay, I'm from Illinois, and I've been to states surrounding Illinois, not Springfield, Illinois. Illinois. I see. Yes. 32 states have a Springfield. Georgia is not one of them. What the heck? No one here remembers Springfield either. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm. Oh yes, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Springfield, Illinois. Please. Please hand it over. This would be so funny. This hand is not happening, is it? This funny hand is not happening. It's too funny. It's too funny to happen. They know exactly what— No, don't call Ricci, bro. That's cringe. You're posting cringe. You're gonna lose subscriber. I guess someone else has them. The capital of Minnesota isn't Minneapolis. It's across the river in St. Paul. What is it, like just a city that's like on an island kind of thing? It's just its own place. Stop. Why? Why? Well, I'll take my second. I'll take my second. You know what? That's fine. Second is just fine. It's just fine. Better than losing. Better than last. Much, much better than last. Well. Oh boy. Is that a good session? Maybe. Maybe it was a good Mahjong session. No new capital just dropped? The heck? Capital of Washington is not Seattle, is Olympia? What these constantly, these are messing with me. What do you mean? Man, good gaming. I didn't watch the games. No, it's all good. Hey, I'm just glad you came and joined me for some Mahjong and talking about capital cities. Wait, you didn't watch the games. What'd you watch? It was a session for sure. It was a session of all time. Hey, I got out of Adept 1. I'm in Adept 2 now, and that's massive. Me? You watched me? Oh. Wow. The capital of BC is not Vancouver, it's Victoria. Okay, I know all the Canadian capitals. You're not going to blow me away there, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I basically stared at your model the whole time. Well, I'm glad you like my model. Jello, happy Thursday! Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sorry I'm ending now, but I hope you have had a good Thursday. Raleigh is the capital of North Carolina, yeah? Oregano capital Salem, not Portland. There's a Salem like everywhere in New England. I'm pretty sure each state there has a Salem. There's a Salem, New Hampshire. There's a Salem, Massachusetts, and there's a Salem, Oregon. Just one more day till the weekends. Yes. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to the weekend. Is Oregon in New England? I don't think so. Whatever. There's Salems everywhere. Yeah. Oregano is not New England. Yeah. You're right. Dude, we are so close to the weekend. We're close to tomorrow. P3R tomorrow. Will I stream it? If I don't stream it tomorrow, I'll stream it on Sunday for sure. So, my whole weekend is going to be Persona 3 Reload. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna go nuts. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. The capital of New Brunswick is in Fredericton. It is in my basement. What? Who let you have the entire capital of New Brunswick in your basement? Who determined that? You? Oh man, let's see who's on, whose problem we can become. Let's put this over here. See what's what. Who's who? Yes. Oh yes, we love that. Yes. Oh man, yes. Oh. I have so much blackmail and trust Justin Trudeau. That's how I have it. Yeah, that would do it. I think that would do it. Oh man. Jessica's on. She's playing Paddle World. We just raided Haku. He likes my lasagna. I'm glad he likes it. Am I glad he likes it, actually? I don't know. I don't know how to feel. That, or I could not read. I don't know. No, she spotted. No, she. Yes. Do not end stream. I need my or background noise. It makes me feel cozy. Call her? Who, Noshi? I'm sorry, I have to work tomorrow, and I've been going to bed way too late every night. Colin's sick. I did that last week. I'm sorry. I did that twice last week because I was actually sick. I was really sick last week. But I'm less sick now, and that's good. And there's, you know, cool stuff happening at work. You know, like cooler stuff than usual. I gotta be there, bro. I gotta be there. You know? Yo, Noshi sighting. I'm so glad. Noshi, I hope you've been doing well. What is this gross person? That's brutal. That's so brutal. What the heck? Oh no. I've been here for an hour and a half. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you've enjoyed listening to me. You listen to me talk about American capitals I don't know anything about. And I don't know if you caught my iPad baby rant. Yes, and French. Oh yes, my French. I like the word poubelle. I like dégueulasse. I like crapaud. I like citrouille. I like poulet. Those are some ones I like. Crabs is what you get that special shampoo for. That's right, yeah. I don't smell that bad. Crabs, what was your result on Noshi's stinky bot? Fromage. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh man, that was a good one too. I like fromage. Fromage is good. Omelette. I like ouf. Boeuf. I don't remember. There's a Quebecois slang term for food instead of whatever food is. I don't know the actual French word for food, but boeuf is the slang word. Quebecois slang. Boeuf. It's funny. She doesn't stream. Wow. Wow. Bro. Pronounce the shampoos normally. You sound like a Louis Vuitton still. Shill. The shampoos. The shampoos. Pronounce the shampoos normally. Shampooing. Revitalisant. Les aliments, la nourriture. Oh, yeah. Aliments. Yeah. That was the one I was thinking of. It's spelt like this. This is how the slang word is spelt. It's spelt like this. Yeah. This is the word that's in the forefront of my mind for food. It's bad. Boeuf is beef in the King's French. Yes, that's right. Yeah. You're more dumb than I thought. It's silly. It's funny. Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. It's a funny word. Boof. Yeah, boof. That's the sound that big dogs make. Boof. I was gonna say that's the sound Koromaru makes, but he makes more of a I like to think Pascal from SMT1 goes like a borf, even though in the game he goes like bow wow. So I don't really know. Shia LaBeouf is way too overrated. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Bow wow. Now Koromaru, he's more of a woof woof. Underrated. Yeah? I don't know. Maybe I just don't know much about him. Maybe I just don't know much about him. I never really understood all the hype around him. No, it's all good. Typing's hard. Words are hard. It's all good. He's been through a lot. He has. That's true. He has been through a lot. Yeah. That I do know. Noshi, how's your week been? Oh my goodness, dude. I like how you say she never streams, but like she's probably the biggest reason I actually started streaming for real with a schedule. It's been really busy, yeah? Been super busy. I hope at least while it's been busy, it's been good. I hope. He was brilliant in Fury. Okay. Yes, absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. It's been really good. Awesome. Good stuff. I'm glad. Sora, do you think Noshi stays AFK because she too lives in fear of what she's created? Absolutely. Yes. Yes. If, you know what, I know I said I wanted to make, you know, my influence be the end of iPad babies, but you know what, maybe I will fear what I create. Maybe, you know what, maybe it's not so good as it sounds. Sometimes conversing is hard, and I just like to listen. That's completely fair. By the way, I think of joining the Discord last night. Then you can join whenever you like, Mr. Shenlong. Listening is good, yeah. Sometimes I too just like listening. Pretty much most streams I watch, I don't say anything in chat. I just listen. I just sit there and listen to whatever streamer has to say. Thank you, streamer. Hi, Tiger. Happy Thursday. I was today years old when I learned what was an American cheese. Cheddar, a couple chemicals, and some fat and milk powder. Also, hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well also. Yeah, American cheese is interesting. American cheese is kind of an enigma. Yeah, it's just like a mix of stuff. It's very strange. I don't like American cheese. It does not taste right to me. Maybe give it a couple months. Over have me here and there right away. Again, you can join at your own pace. Surprising to see how you be yapping. Hey, stop it. It's different when you're the streamer. For some reason, hitting the go live button, it makes me just go yap, 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 yap. That's just what it does. Spy Kids Pog. Dude. Yo, Spy Kids. We were talking about how, like, you know, Spy Kids is Spy Kids, but, like, it has some of, like, the greatest talent ever in it. And yet it's Spy Kids. Like... We saw a chemist make some, really? Huh. That is interesting. American cheese is literally plastic, yeah. It's the yap button, yeah. It's the yap button, 100%. The dang go live button, yeah. 1000%. Makes me want to talk. Makes me want to yap, 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 yap. It's the tights and shorts. They push blood to your brain and make you talk more. But, Noshi, do you feel this too? Do you feel this too when you press the go live button, you can't stop talking? Because you don't wear shorts and tights, and this happens to you too. American cheese was covered by Hot Blade? He didn't. No, he didn't do a song called American Cheese. You feel it? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what? Maybe the shorts and tights do have something to do with it, but part of it is absolutely the go live button. Maybe if so much blood didn't go to your massive... Hey. Maybe. All I know is that when I press the go live button, I cannot stop. American cheese is a psyop. American cheese, you know what? Yeah. It needs to explain itself. David with Billy Joel. Okay, that makes... He made a song called Plastic. Oh, he did. That's correct, yes. Billy Joel. That makes more sense. David Bowie is not with us. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's very dead right now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad someone else understands the yap button, though. Holy crap. You know, again, normally I don't talk this much, ever, but, like, you know, it happens. It happens when I smash the button. I mean, neither is Tupac, but he keeps making songs. It's kind of a strange area. Very, very strange stuff. Weird things. David Bowie set a timer after he died and released a song. Yeah. Yeah, Billy Joel, yeah. But yeah, Spy Kids. Still a masterpiece. I need to rewatch Spy Kids. I haven't watched it in so long. Legitimately. Tupac isn't dead. He works in a Memphis area Burger King with Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson. So true. Is that just how it is in Memphis? I've never been to Tennessee. I couldn't tell you. Also, isn't Tennessee Midwest? Because it wasn't on that wonderful Midwest list earlier. I was specifically like, anyone had the Elvis? The Elvis? Like the sandwich? I've never tried the sandwich. No? Oh, it's not? Oh. GG's. I watched it in November with someone who had never seen it. Oh! Tennessee is southern. Oh, it's south. Oh, it's not Midwest, it's south. I'm mixing up my Midwest and south. Yeah, peanut butter, bacon, banana. No, I've never tried the sandwich. No. Tennessee's true south. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, again, I'm mixing up my Midwest and South. This is not good. This is bad. You can tell I'm absolutely not American. Y'all ever mix up your cardinal directions? Absolutely. Always. Seen... Yeah? Real? Nashville's full of mediocre hockey. I wouldn't imagine them to be good at hockey, you know? Dixon, Dallas, what? Very interesting. I just don't say, yep, what does that mean? I'm guessing it's like... Come on, just put 2 and 2 together, you know? Like, you know. He sings lewd gay country. Yeah, thank you for joining Sewage AG. Bottoms up. It's country, but it's gay and lewd. Right? I just thought of, like, Ram Ranch, but, like, less so. You know? They were in the NHL Finals in 2017. What the heck? How? Literally how? Although, I mean, what? Most NHL teams are Canadian, like, made up of Canadians anyway. Like, even the American teams. Music's so fab. Fab. It was called Like Whiskey. Whiskey. That's a very country song. Ram rain. Oh man. Country artists released a very wholesome song called Drag Queen. Okay. Used to be mostly Canadians, now it's Russians and Scandinavians. That's true as well, yeah. Yeah, true. So true. Has anyone been on ever since I... No. Oh man, what were we talking about? I'm so lost. Scandinavians, yeah. Hockey. You were talking about hockey? That's a great song name. Great country song name. Kaka's Life. She is. She is. Yes. I know I rated her not too long ago, but I could rate her again. Do you think she'd think it's funny? It might be funny. Could be funny. Finland and Sweden are probably number 1 and number 2 in hockey right now. That is true. Sweden has always been quite good. Finland is not Scandinavia, and Denmark and Norway suck. That's true. Yeah. That's probably US, Canada, and Czechia. Yeah. If you have no one else to rate. There's not really anyone else to rate. Since I rated Haku last time. So I'll rate Kaka. I think she knows who I am now, so it's not just some random being like, take my viewers. Yes, you take my viewers now. Dang. They gave all the people them in the hall them dang interweb, so Billboard is getting swamped with country songs. Possibly true. My favorite player is all time is Finnish legend Pekka Ring. Yeah? Okay. I've never heard of them, but again, I don't know. Know much about hockey. You two are on exact opposites of the vulgarity spectrum. Yes. Honestly, most streamers are more vulgar than me. Pretty much every streamer I watch ever is more vulgar than me. Grabs Ilya Kovalchuk. Yeah, goaltender from the Nashville Predators. I do know that name. I recognize that name. Still like Banjo Jazz more. Bella Fleck, for example. Okay. I don't think I've heard Banjo Jazz, but it does sound like it would be good. It would be interesting. For sure, I should start the raid. So I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad people appreciate that about me. I'm glad it doesn't, you know, bother people. Sometimes I am scared that it does bother people, but at the very least it doesn't, so that's good. Not swearing is lame? Whatever, Orange Cat. Go eat a lasagna or something. It's also Space Banjo? How did they get the banjo in space? What's the next banjo? The next banjo iteration is gonna be crazy. Next banjo. It's nuts. I was there for Timu Salan and Capo Caco. Oh, the FBI sees my lasagna? Oh no. Oh no. Best of luck. Bothers me you never swear. I'm gonna leave. No, how could you? Hey, there's Jaw Harp Techno too. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah. For sure. It's just, this is something I often forget about, you know? I often forget that genres and instruments often mix. Something I easily forget. Yes. Well, thank you all for joining me. Yes. Finn's also good at rallying. We had rallying. Rallying? Yes. Thanks for the stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for coming. Car racing. Oh, yeah. That kind of rally. Yeah. You speak guy who made a harmonica. Ooh, special harmonica. I missed the raid again. I missed it